I think we're live. It says we're live on my end anyway. So hello
It
everyone.
does.
It is
Hi.
here and also the lovely Laura. And today we're just doing a really fun Q&A. We got some fun questions in and we thought we'd just hop on here and answer them and just have a little bit of fun this week.
How's that sound? It sounds good to me.
I love it.
So first of all, one of my favorite questions is, what's your favorite snack, Bella?
My favorite. So I will say I'm someone who like goes through phases where I'm like addicted to one kind of snack and all I want is that one, and then I move on. And at the moment, I'm really loving my cauliflower popcorn. I used to really love it, and then I had a little bit of a break, and then probably about 2.5 weeks ago, I made a batch, and now I'm like, I can't get enough. So for any of you who don't know what that is, it's essentially just cauliflower broken down and then roasted with some nutritional yeast, and you get it really nice and crispy, so it kind of satisfies that crispy crunch. And
It's really good. I like it. My 4-year-old likes it. It's addictive.
it is addictive. So I've been absolutely loving that. You can find the recipe on YouTube. And then also just honestly, a good old protein shake is always great, especially during pregnancy. You know, you especially want to get your protein in. But just having some fun with different flavors, chocolate ones especially. But it always actually satisfies me. I know if I have a shake, I will actually be full afterwards and it will hold me over to the next meal. What about you, Laura?
So I don't usually snack at all. And I've never really been a snacker, but if I do snack, like when I used to work in an office years ago, I used to bring in, this is so weird, a whole avocado, and I would just have like with a spoon an avocado. Now, like if I am in a mood, like usually it's because like I didn't eat enough at lunch, let's say, and I find that I'm hungry before dinner and I know I don't need to eat yet. And that's usually, or I had too early of a lunch. So then I'll probably just go like, right now I'm into like, spicy pecans because I do live in Georgia. And so there's lots of pecans here. And just a few of those usually can like tide me over. And often I've also found lately, if I want a snack, I'm not actually hungry. I first drink water, and I realize because it's hot and summery, and also when you're wearing a face mask places, I find I don't drink as much. Yeah. And I'm often actually just really thirsty. And once I drink water,
that's so true, especially like nice cold icy water in the heat, like sometimes even just one tiny sip satisfies immediately. That is so true.
And so that's a funny, but also like I do find I'm not drinking as much as I used to, I think.
Yeah, it's a good reminder for everyone. Make sure you're drinking half your body weight in fluid ounces plus more if you drink diuretics like coffee.
Perfect. Now, do you want to ask one of the next ones?
Yeah, what else we got? What about, this one's fun. How do you have, speaking of coffee, how do you have your coffee in the morning if you do drink coffee?
In an IV? No, just kidding. I don't have it in IV. I totally could. No, I'm lucky. I love coffee. I drink my coffee black. I drink dark roast coffee. I used to drink a lot of it. Now I drink less of it, but I still drink probably, I still like it, but I'm lucky because I am genetically like not like I can drink coffee and then still go to sleep, which is a genetic thing. But I do just drink it black. I don't, if I have anything in it, like I don't like it as much. I just really enjoy the taste of good coffee. So I buy good coffee. Nice. And I try not to have too much. Like I really do.
I love that. Do you do French press or how do you brew it up?
I have a French press. I went through a phase of pour over. But now I'm kind of late, to be completely honest. I'm lazy. And so I have a coffee maker with a timer now. And I just set the timer.
Love it.
And it's ready. And it helps you wake up because you smell the smell of coffee. Like, oh, it smells like morning. And then I have it, and I might make an egg with it or something. And then I eat more slowly and mindfully.
I love that.
How do you have your coffee?
I again go through phases. At the moment, I'm really loving my French press. I will say and admit to people, I'm not the biggest fan of black coffee. I'm not. But that being said, I also am very mindful of not going for all the sugary options because I know that can, just cause many issues. So I personally love just adding some nut pods into like a French press of coffee. Or another thing that I recently discovered, very simple but great, is if you're not fancy and have one of those like fancy frothy coffee machines, you could actually just heat up like unsweetened almond milk in a little saucepan, and then just whisk it up. And it's not super frothy, but it's warm, and then add that to the milk. And it's no sugar, it's low in calories. It doesn't like set off cravings for me anyway. It's more of a trigger. More of a buffer. And it's really delicious. So I've been loving that in the mornings also.
Like, do you like chocolate?
Do I like chocolate?
Yeah, I'm going to that question. Do you like chocolate?
I love
what kind of chocolate do you like?
I love chocolate. It's funny, I was having this conversation with someone at the company yesterday. Chocolate for me and sweet is really the taste profile for me that I enjoy the most and always have done. I do have to be careful that it doesn't trigger cravings for me, because it is, depending on what kind of chocolate I'm eating, can be a potential trigger for me. But what I've kind of learned about myself is just dark chocolate, especially if it has something like, almonds in there, or orange is really one of my favorites. I can just have a square and really enjoy it. So absolutely love dark chocolate. I'm also a big fan of the Lily's brand. It's the stevia sweetened brand. They actually have a white chocolate which is sweetened with stevia, and it's delicious. But it does have dairy, so if you're doing
I can't do that. Yeah, we don't have that.
No, but dark chocolate for me, I'm a huge fan. What about you, Laura?
I'm a dark chocolate person too. I do actually, which is funny. At coffee, it doesn't bother me as much, but I have to be careful with dark chocolate about not having it too late, because that will actually keep me awake. Go figure. I don't know. I haven't asked Dr. Johnny to weigh in on this. Maybe there's a reason. I'll have to ask him in a future on the go video or webinar, and he can probably tell me why. And I do like some of the more milky chocolates, but like I get like recently Trader Joe's has been having this like almond milk bar, and it's like milk chocolate but made with almond milk, and it's very tasty, and it kind of is it's good. I like that too, and that I could eat too much of, so I try to limit buying that. And I like chocolate with fruit too, like the XOXO brand. This is like a rare treat. They make it with it is not dairy free, but they make one with like dried raspberries, and it's delicious. And so that's a weakness too. And we have like a local chocolate place where I live that actually makes their own chocolate in house and all sorts of things. And so I have to like be very mindful and not to like go by there.
Yeah, especially if you're like wanting to support local. It's like, I really want to buy all the things, but it's a choice for me. So
but I definitely have a sweet tooth too. But a little bit, I can be satisfied with just a little bit of something.
I love it. I'm the same way. Let me choose another one. What is your favorite breakfast go-to at the moment?
So right now, actually, I've been making like what do you call it? It's like the egg in the hole kind of basket, not a basket, egg in a toad in the hole.
Is it like a toast and you cut a hole and put an egg in?
Yeah, but I don't cut the hole. I've just been ripping out the piece in the middle of like, I've been getting these big loaves of like this gluten-free bread that's like made locally, and I'm ripping out the middle, and I'm putting some Miyoko's in this, which is like the non-dairy cashew butter that we're obsessed with, in a skillet that I put this bread in. And then I'm putting one of my local eggs on top, and then just kind of like making it into just like kind of like fried egg in the whole thingamajig. And then when it's done, I'm dousing it in this like amazing, it's called like jalapeno hot splash, and this fermented hot sauce is local that they have at my farmer's market, and I'm like dousing it in that on top, and I'm having that for breakfast.
That sounds amazing.
And then it keeps, because I've been getting up earlier and things like that, and it keeps me fuller for longer, so I'm not like getting cranky or craving before lunchtime. And I don't know, I'll probably get tired of it.
It works for you.
But it's really good.
I love it.
Got probiotics with the fermented hot sauce. So
I love it. That sounds absolutely delicious. I'm honestly on an egg kick also. We found a new local farmer at the farmer's market, and he is wonderful. His eggs are amazing. They're so fresh, you can just tell, and the yolks are really nice and orange. And so I've been buying them every week because they're amazing. And I'm also really into eggs at the moment. Honestly, for me, eggs and avocado, scrambled eggs are my favorite. And especially with pregnancy, I can't really have the over easy stuff or whatever. So I just do the scrambled eggs and the avocado. And then I actually found, I don't typically do much grain or bread, but I have found this organic gluten-free sourdough bread that I found at Whole Foods. That's really
is that Breadsley, or what's it called? I
think so. I can post in the comments if anyone's interested, just reach out. But I did find it at Whole Foods, and it's really delicious. And so sometimes I will just toast a piece of that and just dip it in, or have it with avocado or whatever. But yeah, eggs and avocado. I just know for me personally, eggs are, if I don't eat eggs in the morning, I sometimes struggle with hunger. I know if I eat, at least 2 eggs, I'm going to be good until lunch.
That's why I've been having my egg kick more recently. But if I don't have an egg for breakfast because I have something else, I probably am guaranteed to have that egg at lunch instead.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta have the eggs.
I probably have at least a day today.
Love it. Let's do one more. What should we pick?
Why don't we, I don't remember what the other was. I actually just closed the list, but why don't you tell us what your favorite meal is? That wasn't on the list, but I'm just curious because you've been describing,
I love it. I love it. And again, I go through phases like at the moment in the summer with the warm weather, it's such a struggle for me to eat like, hearty soups and stews because it's just so hot here where I am. So honestly, just having a gigantic salad and making, some roast chicken to go on there and adding all the things. I mean, when I make a salad, like I'm not talking like a boring salad. I add everything. I add, roasted vegetables that I roast, on one day of the week, and then I just have leftovers throughout the week. I add like toasted nuts and seeds, sometimes even some seasonal fruit, protein also. So I've been loving just kind of throwing everything together at lunchtime and just digging in. But I would say like my ultimate comfort food for me is a shepherd's pie. And this is probably being British.
British. I love you.
Something that I can eat at any time of the year. And I just know it's just so very, very comforting for me. If people don't know what that is, it's essentially, organic ground beef or ground lamb with a few vegetables in there, some onions, some seasoning. And then I like to do a cauliflower mash on top or a sweet potato mash on top. And it's just hearty comfort food and always makes me feel great afterwards. So those are my go-to meals. What about you, Laura?
That's funny. As soon as you said that, I was like, what? Yeah, I asked you this question because I was just curious and I don't know what my favorite is. I do roast a good chicken and I just honestly roast it now. I've recently been doing a way Melissa Clark from the New York Times teaches you to do. And it's literally just like, I guess you technically, is it briny where you put the salt over it for like 24 hours or an hour to 24 hours. And then I just bake it and it gets like all crispy skinned on top. And there's like, you just stuff it with some herbs. Like there's nothing else crazy going on. And it's so easy and you can throw, have anything else you have local on the side or not local. I mean, I've been going to my farmer's market a lot. So kind of just going through a phase of whatever they have. I do love a good, which is fun. I used to be a vegetarian for years and now I do love a good steak. And I try to like look forward to when I have it and just like simply prepare it because if it's good, it doesn't need a lot of like razzmatazz. I guess same thing with the chicken, right? If it's good, it doesn't need all the.
Yeah, if you're getting good quality, it doesn't need all the additions. It's just it perfectly and it will be amazing.
One of my favorite foods I haven't had in forever, which is like cheese fondue. We should figure out a way to make cheese fondue dairy free, Bella.
I love that idea. Yeah, if anyone's watching this and interested, definitely comment because I can 100% get working on that. That's something I can do over maternity leave.
That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me.
I love that. So
anything else did we miss, Bella, that we should?
I don't think so.
We'll get more questions, right?
Yeah, totally. And if anyone has any other questions, pop them in the comments. And this is just a fun thing that maybe we'll do occasionally if you enjoyed it. But
yeah, we'll talk about stuff. I think you've learned some neat tips and tricks regardless, right?
Absolutely. And as always, if there's any, further more serious questions or anything else you need for the help and assistance with, please reach out to us. This was more fun, but we can also do the serious stuff too. And we would, of course, love to help you on your health journey. So just reach out to us and we'd be honored to help.
All right. And yeah, just comment on this or send us a message and we will get on it right away if there's something you need. So thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
See you soon.